Okay. All right. Much peace. Once again, take two, everybody. I hope everybody's good. Much appreciation out there. Bit of a slow start, but once again, let me just kick this off by giving my respect, recognition, and acknowledgement toward the original and traditional custodians to the land masses around the world, that being the indigenous people, past, present, and future. Saying that in an effort to just raising an awareness for the relationship that we all bear between us all as human beings on this earth, and the connection we have to nature and all the elements of that just bring about our life and our experience. And where I'm broadcasting from in the Adelaide Plains, this is Ghana country, and with that being said, I'll also try and add that we should free the yarndi and recognize nature has a remedy. All right, so yeah, this is like take two, I guess. I'm just gonna have a chat. I'll drop the link there for StreamYard if anybody wants to come up and have a smoke. Then I'm just chilling. Whatever that. What is that? Just chilling out here, chilling at home at the moment. Um, and it's been a while since I've done the stream, which is what it is. It's not anything. It's not something that I would plan or makes me happy, but it is. But here now, I always thought about the stream. But yeah, you should be able to hear me. Hang on a second. I'll just put this thing out here. Oh no, I don't want that. But just give me a second. I'll have to refresh the screen. It'll probably, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh no, don't do that. Not it. Not going to go over the cut copy and paste it. So, oh goodness, you doing? You doing? That. I think yeah, anyway, got a bit excited actually the other night, to be honest. I wasn't excited, it was the Beers and Cheese anniversary. So I got a bit shroomy, and then Charlie came over even a bit later. So it was fun times. Um, anyway, oh wait, I don't think, hang on a sec. It's pretty unprepared by me here. So there's the links there, but the audio is probably not great because I'm probably coming through my mic. I mean, my
to hopefully better. But it's not that much better, is it? A little bit clearer. Oh, it's fucking way worse. That has a bit better, eh? Oh, anyway. Hey! So back into it. You never get shroomy? Yeah. Nah, I don't know. That was really loud. Nope, I'm listening to this again. Just the background. Alright. So just wait a minute, I'll pin the message so if anybody comes in the room, they can over jump up and I can bring their codes along, whatever they want. So, yeah, man. So, like, I hope I mean, whatever. The floral arrangements must be in mad, like, bloom at the moment, right? All over the world. not all over the world, all over this kind of region for the people who are participating. So that's pretty cool, you know. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. It's amazing, like, you know, in the sense of the whole scope of it, on the factual side of a human being out there, you know, that's appreciating something that he's like, you know, nurtured, he or she has nurtured, you know, in a natural, which is a natural part of the cycle of life, like from a seed to a plant. That's one of the most basic things, and like life cycles. But without that, there would be no other. I mean, like, everything needs each other, right? Like, we wouldn't be alive if there wasn't plants, and the animals wouldn't be alive if there wasn't any plants. So we wouldn't be around and shit like this. So, you know, we've got to appreciate that, all that. But then, you know, and so this just for people to have that experience, that is an absolutely amazingly beautiful thing. But the fact that the laws are in place, which, you know, people have to be very you know, look over look over the shoulder, be worried about prosecution and things like that. You know, it is all different around different states, so that's a bit, you know, that doesn't make it so beautiful. So at this point in time, everybody's probably so anxious, and that's for those who, I guess, who are doing it outdoor. And as you know, I suppose for myself, I'm no expert or nowhere. Have years and years of experience of doing this, you know. I love the flower for years and years and years, and you know, been around a lot of it, but never at that first extent, you know. Gone to Amsterdam too, just, you know, give respect to the flower and whatnot. But the yeah, but anyway, I do hope it's all good for everyone. And you learn, I guess, and that's probably one main thing that people would still say after like 30, 40 years of it, 34 decades. Like, same way with even music, you're learning and learning as you go. If you love it, you keep learning. So, similar way I'm finding that in the second year around, it's like, you know, yeah, you just the new things coming up, and it's just because main thing that was coming to mind, right, is like letting the what are they called, bracts or calyx? I think, is it bracts? I know they're called calyxes, right? Just like, so they, whether if it would fully mature, it would be a seed pod. But prior to that, to me, I call that like the chunk. It's like the meat of the flower, right? You know, the bright light green chunk that stereotypically everybody loves to see covered in trichomes. You really have to let that swell, you know. Um, the flower might be developed after weeks and weeks. And you think, oh, it's been probably 8 weeks, this might be nice. And even looking at the trikes through a loop, it would be all cloudy and some amber. Wouldn't be nowhere near 20% amber though at that stage, I guess. But you know, and then it looks all right. They look a bit swollen, but there's still a few more weeks, or at least a couple of weeks to go. I want to find out too, I guess. I don't know, sure if I will let it out there, leave them out, like, because if you to what would happen if you let it go the whole way? Can it be detrimental? And if you let it, you know, if you let it swell and then you just let it sit there and then everything goes amber. I guess I know with that, if the trikes, they all start to go dark and amber, and some will die, right? Or they turn to CBG or something like this, so they don't really give you any psychoactive effect. Or they degrade. Sorry, that's the word. So I wonder, do they degrade to a point where they have no effect, or would it be you could leave it on there for up to, say, another 15 weeks or so, and you'd be able to still have nice product? Because also the terps is a main part too. You know, letting that cure. That's another main big thing for me now. Experiencing the like, you know, I didn't, and that's even that. I totally appreciate that. Even now, like, you know, I'd smoked nice buds a lot before, whatever. But I mean, and getting onto the medical and being within the community, like learning about the cure and terpenes and how much it's required to achieve the high grade and that really stereotypically supreme product with the flavor, with the smell, that entourage effect, and then of course the trichomes. So it's amazing. And I don't know. I'm giving thanks to and praise and and you still got to be calm because there's nothing's finished yet. So it's nothing's shouldn't really talk about it. And even in that fact, like because they say don't count the eggs before they hatch or whatever. But I think just my intuitive feeling is that I'll be very happy in the sense of because how it's looking now, not to. I don't know. It just things are looking really nice with the color. Everything's on everything, and just on the to kind of like in that there's a burner video with I think is it Kevin Jodry or something. He's a fella up in on the top of the hill in the documentary. They go in the little 4-wheeler thing and they go to the top. So basically what he was saying is that his plants are up a bit higher and they get a lot of wind and they get a lot of thrashing around. So, that's a lot of, like, I guess, low stress training or whatever it is, but they end up focusing on, because the leaves can't really handle it or whatever. So there's a lot more just bud and really less fan leaves. There's enough to achieve really fat buds and a lot of terpenes, but there's just not heaps of copious leaves around it. So when he gets to trimming it, it's not as mad. And I'm pretty sure that I'm kind of noticing that. I'm hopefully noticing that, but because it's not really, just to see how it goes. But because that's actually going to be a really good thing when it comes to finishing then, and that's probably something you'd want to try and achieve the whole time around. Not so much just a bushy thing, full of leaves, and then he's got all these. Because then the flowers come through you on something that's on the edge, and it's just going punching out flowers, and not as much of these leaves. But anyway, we'll see. Giving thanks. Appreciate everybody coming through, like, and anything with anybody ever, like, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'm not. Yeah, I am myself because I'm me and I'm here. So and it's up to me who I am. So I need to fit into the part, play the part, or do what it is, and just So, but anyway, at the moment I'm just I've been a mess, and I'm just a mess. But yeah. If it's fucking sad, bro. I'm not gonna fucking break down and cry right now. I have though. I have over the past 3 weeks and shit like that. Like at the moment, if I think about it later, maybe something might trigger me. But I should focus on maybe rolling up something. I'll put it. Oh, that's another thing. I got the Taurus, from Kind Medical. The Kind Medical, and the fucking. No, sorry, I don't really know. It is. I would definitely say it would be my least favorite out of all of the Kind ones, and I really did like the Kind ones. I still do. The Iris one is what really got me into it, like, because that was probably that and the, I think, Pink Kush I tried first, and then I tried the Dolce, but the Iris was just, the terps on it were really, really pleasant, and the strength was decent. It isn't the strongest. They are the strongest, but I thought the Pink Kush was stronger than the Beacon's Pink Kush offering. So that was like the nugs that I got were smaller, but the flower looked very similar. That really dark green appearance to it. You couldn't really see the pink pistols though. Like obviously it's when it's alive, maybe, but you obviously get some that finish pink too, but these ones weren't. But yeah, the effect was very sedative and similar, but I found that the pinkish was stronger. I'm pretty sure the THC rating is probably the same. They're about 20%, maybe, or whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe I should look that up. But the Dolce, or whatever people want to call it, that's really nice. Too, the Jet Full Gelato. Iris, that the first two, well, that flavor on them was amazing, because then it changed, right? Then the next sort of like 4 batches or whatever it was I got, they had that same taste, but they were different. It was different to the first few. Like it wasn't as sweet. It was more like a pickle, but still nice. But and it wasn't, but not not like the piney kind of thing. But it was all right. Like. But anyway, and Dulce's, it's been a while since I have. But then I got the tourist one, the Donny Burger, I think Cross Chem Dog or whatever. But it's like I guess it's in the counter reviews. The description, I can bring it up actually. The description is what do you call it? It says it's earthy, floral. I think some people describe it, and shit like that. So. There you go, they come up. So, what were we talking about? I was talking about here. I got to share the screen with the presentation. I was sharing the screen with Australian Medical Cannabis Products, and it should be sharing, and it's sharing. So, Kind Medical 25. It's 25%. 1.3. What did I say? 1.3 for? Oh, what about? I don't know. What did I just say? That 4.3. Sorry, 4.3 star rating, average. 25%, 10 grams. Oh, that's right. That's what I was 135. So 25. I think maybe that's pretty high for them. They got this one level higher end of their offerings. Indica Dominant Donny Burger. Taurus description. Kind Taurus is a 25% THC Indica Dominant hybrid, otherwise known as Donny Burger, a cross between the GMO and hand solar burger cultivars. This cultivar features strong aromas of diesel and dairy, complemented by light notes of citrus. This cultivar is known to produce effects that may make it suitable for both nighttime or daytime administration. Taurus, like all Kind Medical flowers, is sun-grown in a modern greenhouse, naturally pest and disease resistant, grown in a coconut husk fiber, and fed a proprietary plant food. All of this meaning it is 100% natural, pesticide-free, and non-GMO. Kind Taurus is available as dried medicinal cannabis flower and is designed for inhalation using a TG-approved vaporizer. The terpenes, has got quite a few, but I guess it's not in a high percentage. Beta caryophyllene, linalool, alpha bisobolol, alpha humulene, alpha terpene, eol, phytomycin, D-limonene, beta pinene, and neroidol. What was I was trying to find I thought it said the actual strands that it. What did I say? Okay. The hand solo burger and the GMO. Oh, okay. So even there, when I'm just reading this, saying that naturally pest and disease resistant, obviously that's come from the genetics, right? It makes me think. So then I was thinking that it is a genetic. How do they do that? Like it's a genetically modified product, but then it's saying it's non-GMO. So anyway, there's what people do. Turning topaz more palatable and subtle, but less effective. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I prefer topaz taste, to be honest. But this one is some people if you go for that preference, that kind of I guess see that I wouldn't say it's diesel no way is this like a gas or anything. It's not that. It's really well, the earthy. Yeah, I didn't get any real citrus or lemon, but maybe I've had probably half of it so far. But some nug probably had a little bit more prominent than others, but overall it's got that kind of earthy, that cheese people saying there. Woody, yeah, that wood and earth kind of that's not really, if you like that, it's not really piney though to me. My dry tea, yeah. So it's not so pleasant like a sweet. There's no sweetness to it. But yeah, also the pictures. They were, yeah, and this one come through they were like, there's like a couple 1 or 2 gram nugs, and then other small ones. It's all right though. Yeah, I found it was probably more. What did I say? Is this 50-50 or an indica dominant? So yeah, it had to kind of put you down. I can see, and that's with all of the kind too. Though, how if people want to compare it to topaz, it will never be there because it's not that fully indica dominant. Like they're all hybrids. Like, the pink kush is the most at 80-20. So 20% sativa, so there's going to be that element of the sativa, the buzz about it, so it keeps your mind a bit alert. The next one, the iris is 60. No, the iris is 50-50. Jet fuel being 60-40 sativa. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what is this. I'm not sure if it even says. Where's the packaging? It's somewhere. It's right here. Because they might have covered it up with my thing. Wait. My script is a sticker is covering where it says the strain name and percentage, but I'll try and rip it off. Well, is anybody backstage? No. But appreciate everybody sticking around, hanging around. I feel more comfortable like talking like this, and but yeah, I've gone through some pretty whack shit at the moment, bro. It's pretty whack, dude. Some people know. There is a couple people in the place to be that are aware of the situation to a fair extent. But and I will tell people. I should have, I feel either way. I even feel crazy. Why didn't I just? Oh well, man, this is life. I shouldn't get fucking wound up about it. I've been put through some fucking bullshit. Why am I fucking stressing out about that? Oh, come on. There you go. Why did they cover that up there? So it's called Donny Burger, and it's a 30%. It's a 70-30. Yeah, so you get the drowsiness with this, not that full drowsy. So they're comparing it to topaz, it just wouldn't work. So I might have some now. What's everybody else up to in the chat? What are you guys? You've been poking on the provoking, and what's the other one? I got the Mackay. I want to get some. I wanted to get. They were gonna. They said there was a couple they didn't have. I can't remember what I asked for, but they said no, they didn't have it. That's right. The Tasmanian botanic ones. There was like, what is it? There's Moonstone, I think, and they're like about that one. They didn't have it. And the new Medcan ones. Shit, I can't remember. There's a couple I want to try, but they don't have them. But they said that Tasmanian ones were coming in this week, and that was the week past, so they probably got it there. And they said that they could have got me frozen lemon. I don't know, a bit hesitant. I should probably, it would be nice because, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, because the Domino is still around too at the moment, so I'm probably thinking I'll just wait with the script and then I'll get Black Domino and go with that for a while. And I've got some of this, so I'll just try and keep. I don't know if I can keep it because I don't want to have any. Obviously, yeah, fuck. Personal would be the best, but that's going to take a while, in my opinion, because letting it cure for at least a couple 4 weeks, to have any real I think it's more, right? You know, what are these places? They're doing 14 weeks, right? Not to say medicals, whatever, because some people, I've even heard people on the stream be saying, like, as long as it's been growing for, that's how long you should be curing it for. But, you know, obviously some people might not agree with that. But, yeah, like, because if you know, I guess if it looks so great and it is going to be really good, but then you're putting it in there and then you're taking it out bit by bit after a couple of weeks, it'll be okay, but you can be like, well, if it was there after, and you know, it was 12 weeks old, and then like, yeah, this is all awesome. So I think that's what I'm kind of probably hoping to do. Well, anyway, just be thankful. I gotta just be thankful, I guess, and give thanks. We gotta give thanks for the thankfulness. Is everything okay with you? Oh, I could check it out myself, but where are we? Anyway, I'll go back to kind medical. I won't just start spitting. I just went off on a tangent there. Fuck, I was talking about toys a minute. So yeah, toys helps anxiety, PTSD, and the neuropathic pain. What else is there? We're going to see what's new. They're up to, like, last time I checked, it was 229 flowers. So sort by newest. Show the filters. I'll get rid of this one here. Show the filters and see the flowers. And do it again. Hey, what's going on? You should tell me there should be more. So by newest. Oh, come on, mate. Wow. Yeah. And it's probably up to 230 maybe. Well, I'd say the newest one is Upstate Delta 1. It's been around for a while, right? So Space Age Cake. No, was it the one I wanted to try? They didn't, yeah, I think it was that, but they didn't have it. They had frozen lemons, but I didn't really remember that. So this one too, Libya CC8, they didn't have it. Wow, what's all these new ones, guys? There's a word. I don't want any oils showing in my thing, man. This one would be nice. Hey, it's blueberry cross gorilla glue or something. The 30% from Medcan. What do you guys people? Is it people who have tried that in the chat? Do you guys like it, that one? Hey, buddy. Hey, up in there. What's going on, brother?
There you go, bro.
Hey, good. How's it going? Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Hey, I just seen a video of you in hospital. What's going on? You all right?
Oh, man. Nah, like, yes and no. Obviously, I'm here, and it could be a lot worse. But over the past couple of weeks, I got some fucking tremendous injuries, and it's permanent injuries. It's pretty bad, and I'll be going through shit for like the next few months. I haven't told really anybody about it, and you know, I will in my own time. This is kind of the first time of me getting back streaming on my own. So, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I noticed there was a bit of a hiatus there from you, so I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, but anyway, how's things with you going? Good with the flowers?
Oh, yeah, I just moved houses, man, so I've been fat cat trying to do this. Charlie, stop scratching. Hey, stop
it. Charlie the dog.
Yeah, the dog. Picked this up the other day.
Oh, yeah? Hang on a minute. Wait, this one. What's that? Is that the HGH or something?
25% sativa.
Oh. What do you think of it?
It's a lemony. It's very lemony taste.
Oh, is that the frozen lemons?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's Medcan frozen lemon. I think it was. But I wanted to get my jelly bean because I reckon it's the best thing out, man. But it's out of stock now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The flavour of the jelly beans.
Called Medcan Ultra 01.
Ultra sour, that one is then. Yeah, that's the ultra sour. I tried that one. What do you reckon of it?
Average.
Average? Okay.
Yeah, very average. It's not, look, it does the job.
I thought it was pretty good. It was a very piney. It had a very strong piney, but it did a strong sativa effect. It wasn't as strong as the Solace.
Have a look at that, dude.
It was pretty good. It did what it did. What's that? Oh.
That's wrong, isn't it?
That's nice. That's all right.
Fuck, what's this one? Alfie. Fucking Kumba. The Jade.
Oh, did you like that? Like, can you
no.
remember? Do you even remember?
No, 22 NQ. That wasn't bad. Jelly bean. That's really nice. If
That's
you can get
yum.
it.
That's yum. Yeah.
The jelly bean is like, did you hear that Rocky's come down in price? It's no longer $220. It's $179, I think.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. That's good.
Yep. Well,
is the batches better, though?
No one was buying it. If you go and throw out 30% HG, HO1 or something, you know what I mean, for $159, who's going to go and buy Rocky for $220?
Yeah, exactly. And then the batches of the Rocky was shit, like, after a while. Oh, not crap, but the first two were nice, and then it wasn't.
That's exactly right. So prior to summer, when I first started getting it, it was all good. After summer, it fucking dropped off to the point where, fuck it.
It's strange, eh? Yeah, it's not. Oh, that's all right, though. We'll see. That's still, well, I don't know.
Bag full of fucking weed pots.
Say what? Oh, your bags.
It's a Ultra King bag and it's full of weed pots. Hey, can you throw your number up in private chat so I can jot it down?
Yeah, no worries.
Wait
a second, I'm just rolling the scoop.
So while you're doing that, I'll chop.
Has there been much action down that way? I've seen you've been doing a few.
Jumped the other day by Antifa. They fucking smashed me equipment, stole me phone, and the coppers didn't want a bar of it. Yeah, the coppers grabbed me instead of grabbing them. And then when I told them what happened, I said I'll point them out. So I pointed them out, and they go, "Well, we're not going to search them." The thing is, the cunt who stole my phone went and done it to another person straight after it, and then he got grabbed by the cops. But they didn't give a fuck that he had my phone in his fucking in his bag. You know what I mean?
Wow. That was at the women's thing or something, was it? Or,
yeah, that was at the women's thing, yeah.
Yeah, wow, dude. Fuck, man. You could really follow that up, and then if they've obviously, if he got pinched and then it's gone in his bag and they get his possession, but to get your phone. What happened? Your camera and your phone or whatever?
But they don't like what I do. That's what it is. You know? The funny thing is, FairGrow is... they don't like what I do, but they use my footage. You know what I mean?
If it suits them, mate. Yeah. How did the altercation begin? Did they come up to you and just start hassling you, or were you in their face?
Yeah, well, sort of. Someone turned around and said, "Oh, we're going to call the RSPCA on you and your dog."
Oh.
And I turned around and said, "How about you suck my dick?" And then I heard someone say something about putting the dog down. When they said that, fucking triggered.
Oh, wow.
Triggered. Yeah. So I walked up and said, "What? We need to call RSPCA on you. Do you need to be put down? Oh, is that a death threat?
Sweet.
Is that a death threat?"
Wow.
I go, "Fucking, well, work it out." And next minute, someone comes back with a flag in my face, a black flag, and he's fucking right next to me. Yeah. So I quickly moved out of the way like that, and as soon as I done that, I got fucking sit on. And
wow. Have you seen any of those guys before? in your times?
I wanted to
No.
chin the cunt, but there's that many coppers around that if I had it,
Yeah. You get in trouble.
I'm not a violent person anyhow. You know what I mean? Just fucking don't touch me and you'll fuck up on camera. I don't even have to do nothing.
That's crazy. What are? I don't even know what they are, dude. Like,
Have you seen this one?
What's that? Oh, it's a new one. I don't know. No. Is it a? Oh, what is it? Hang on a second.
I'll show you.
It's a grinder.
Yeah. It's come from a place. It's called 420 Superstore. We're in Toowoomba. So you can put it on a flat surface. Watch this balls go, man.
Oh, what? Oh, the balls that you put it up. Wow.
Yeah, it's balls and it's portable. It charges via
The ball
USB.
bearings. Yeah.
And
so what's that? So the trikes don't get cut in half, maybe? They just get
I don't know.
bashed around.
And that's what it chopped up like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
There
mean?
must be some good thing to it. Benefit. Awesome, eh?
Yep. Yeah. Check out that place. It's called 420 Superstore.
For sure. What's here?
I got a couple of mates there, so they're running it. They just opened another one up in Brisbane. The original store, I think, was in Toowoomba.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Get bigger is better.
Yep. I've actually asked him what's involved in getting the franchise because I'd fucking love to be running one of them down in Melbourne at the moment.
Yeah, true. It'd be it'd be worth it. There would be a few, right? See, it'd have some competition, but there'd be enough clientele. Because I was just thinking then, in Queensland, with the amount of medical people getting on this license, they all want this bullshit, right? They all want paraphernalia. They'll need products.
So what they've actually done is this store's actually got a vaporizer designed and built, and they've actually put it through, and it's getting approved by the TGA. So they're getting right into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
The medicinal cannabis laws might be changing very shortly in Melbourne or Victoria.
Yeah. Wow.
You're gonna be able to drive.
That's crazy, hey? If it just whoops, hey. Oh, is it? They're going to change the driving laws soon. Yep. Cool.
So Victoria's got a thing called the Medicinal Cannabis Safe Driving Group. So it's a government organised study, and they tabled a report just last week. And in that report, I got a friend who's a doctor, and he got wind of the report, and he told me, he goes, they had studies over like long-time users, short-time users, medium users, blah, blah, blah. They turned around and said, long-time users, they're showing zero impairment.
Okay. The tolerance is there, so they're capable. Well, zero impairment. They're doing it at the same level. Yeah.
Zero impairment. It doesn't affect them full stop. Yeah. And I know it doesn't. I have a bong right now, right? If I was behind the wheel and the bong, it might be a bit of a different story. You know what I mean? Because you might get that little bit of a fucking woo, but it's not going to affect me driving. Have a bong right now, give it 5 minutes, jump in the car. I'll fucking drive better than most cunts on the road in fucking Victoria.
Yeah. As opposed to having a couple of drinks and you get a bit more like, you don't get as like alert, or I don't know. You don't get it like that as, what's the word, reckless and like inhibited.
Alcohol,
so that, like, I can do this.
Alcohol removes your inhibitions, like, you know, like.
Yeah. So you put the pedal a bit further down. You go into corners a bit faster. If you're
smoking, it's more like you're getting paranoid and being anxious and slow things down a lot.
Yeah. That's probably the argument. Oh, it's good. I'm hoping the laws change to let people do their thing, man. You know?
Yeah.
Like, crazy. it's a massive part. Like yeah, I guess it's a huge thing. Like because people might think, okay, it's easy. It's easy. It's just writing this piece of paper, and these politicians wanting, I mean, writing a piece of paper, it goes into law, so that and it just changes like that. But and people might be thinking, oh, it's just politicians wanting it, stopping it, but it's a huge picture in the sense of, firstly, it's the media and the police saying they're trying to stop it and you shouldn't be doing it. Kids don't do drugs, but in the other side of it, it's a part and parcel of the world economy, and it's a big piece of it. So there's so much money going around, and these people with power and play that they have to things need to be all sort of worked out before it just things change. I don't know either. I hope April 20, they reckon something is happening, eh? Oh, that's very soon. That's in 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yes.
What, 420? I'll be there in a Flagstaff garden watching the coppers arrest people.
What? If they come and say that, wow.
What?
I don't know about this. There's old mate in the I think it's Mr. Aussie Orders, Mr. Photos now. He's brother man is saying that on April 20th something is gonna happen. So according to the laws and legislations, wouldn't it be funny if they just like turn around and federally go, yep, flip it all on 420?
They're not going to do it on April 20, man. That's not
Yeah, it could
them
be.
cunts are too fucking anal and stuck up themselves. I honestly reckon most
people. Oh, he knows the supers. Oh, wow, you live up there, AA. That's right, man. Shit. This fella fucking, he lives in Toowoomba, so he'd know these guys really well. He does, obviously. At the superstore.
Yeah, Gav. Yeah, I know Gav. Who's typed that? Aussie Photos. If you go and look at their they got a video up when they were down at Melbourne for Brad Strutt.
Oh wow.
Brad Strutt was doing some rap thing. He was a whole heap of fucking rap artists. They come down and sponsored it. If you go and look at the footage, you can see me smoking a big fucking Gatorade bong on fucking stage, man.
Oh, wow.
The fucking security come up and goes, oh, no smoking. I go, fuck off, idiot. There's a fucking smoke machine right here.
Wow, bro. Look at AA, man. That's fucking dope. He's a fuck, man.
Hey?
Nice. This fella here, he's fucking good, man. AA said, Fire FM sees people working with 420 Superstore on his line once it's legal. So, you don't just do that shit overnight. That takes a little bit of fucking experience and a little bit of know-how. Fucking all that's awesome, bro. That's fucking really good. And I think that's another huge part of it too. Like people who are, they're saying, because say, oh, medical, just go that's here now. That's all it is. Because really, maybe if you just started smoking before 2016, after 2016, and that's all maybe that could be all. That's great. But for the majority of people who are not, and how they grew up about it, how it's all been in this illegal field, and that's how we got it, man. That's how we always do. So we got to give respect to those people still doing it about the plant.
How you would froth over, and how you would froth over when you get something that was actually grown properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't fucking PGR or fucking. You know what I mean? Someone who didn't know what they'd do with it and flush it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I guess in my experience, it was probably through the mid-90s, right, starting that. And then there was a lot of that skunk, that really nice, mad, super skunk, And then maybe 2000-ish, 2000s, this PGR would be popping up slowly, I didn't really, and then it became...
It started growing it all.
Yeah. And it's not just them, but...
But it was majority of it. In my area, it was Asian syndicates.
Yeah, they definitely took a big. Not anymore. Like I think there's anyway. It's still. They're still doing it, but there are other players doing it still now. But anyway, just in thinking that. So then now I'm just thinking about, I'll wait in the chat, right? Like, much respect. And so, and even the guys owning the stores, man, see, they're in this whole time where it had this illegal about it, and had to, you know, they were working kind of covertly, but still had shops and were doing business and everything, proud about it, advocating for decades, man, you know, under the stipulus that they couldn't. And then if it does change and it goes legal really soon, those people need to be kind of, you know, put in the front, or at least given a you know, if they get faded out, that's going to be really terrible. And if all these corporations just come over and, you know, be the whole cannabis thing, that's not good. As I said about, like, I've said it previously about children.
It's going to be
and that's what.
It's going to end up being like Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, fucking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said that before. How, like, I was just about to say that and finish. Like, it'd be bad to see children, you know, learning, because even the ones after 2016, who would be thinking cannabis culture is all about that. It's just this branded thing in a packet with a colored packet on the shelf, and you go, okay, and you go buy an eighth, or you go buy a few grams, rather than what, you know, the hippie culture and the grow culture of the 70s and prior, and now. You know.
I don't know what strain it is, but they've got one now that comes out, and it's fucking bright pink, bright blue, bright yellow writing all over. It's like it's candy. You know what I mean? So why am I paying for your fucking fancy fucking advertisement? Give it to me in a fucking paper bag.
Yeah.
True? At the end of the day.
Because look what ends up. You just have a bag full of tubs that you don't want to throw away for some strange reason. Like,
well,
you know.
I've got
them too. I've got intentions of keeping one of each for the whole.
No, so for
but
one,
I want to keep one of each though too. Yeah, exactly.
But I actually worked out something that I can do with them. So I don't know if I told you, I'm into fishing. Like, I fish a lot. I go for sharks and things like that. Surf fishing. It's just a basic thing. All you do is you drill a hole in there, that goes on your line, and you put a hole through it, and then what you do is you fill it up with bait.
I know, it's burley. Yeah, okay.
Burley.
Yeah.
So for sharks, that's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to roll up and down the line in between the sinker and the thing. Every time it hits the sinker or in the swivel, it'll fucking shake. So I must start making them up, sell them for $5 each.
Touche.
But I won't be doing anything for a while, dude. I've just moved into a new house.
Oh, really?
So
excellent.
Yeah, all day today. I started at like fucking 9 o'clock, and I didn't finish until 9 o'clock. So 12 hours. I got it all done. I had to get a fucking removalist this morning with 2 people. It cost me fucking $600. That was to carry all the heavy stuff, the fridges, the couches, the beds, and all that. And then I've done about 5 or 6 runs with all over boxes and loaded the car up and got it all back here today. So pretty much in a fucking brand new house, fucking huge as by myself and my dog.
Wow, is it far away from where you were?
It's closer to my kids. It's further away from the city, so I won't be going into the city. I won't be going into the city as much by public transport. Like, it was so easy. I could smoke a bowl, jump on the tram, and be in the city in 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Now, until they change the legislation, if I got cannabis in my system, I will not drive. I just don't, because I'm just targeted if I do drive. You know what I mean? If they see me and they run my reg, they'll pull me over straight away. And I'm pretty sure I'll be flagged to fucking swab. I fucking punch cones in front of them. Make joints in front of them. They don't like it. See my photo? I was sitting there and fucking waiting for Dan Andrews, right? And there's 6 coppers behind me, so I pull out the bong and fucking spark it up. This is in the middle of fucking Melbourne. Fucking hoofing the bong and all the coppers behind. Blow it, these big gusts of fucking smoke heads towards them.
That's good.
Yeah, fucking. How many mass murders have been done? How many murders have been done on cannabis? I'm sure it has been, but compared to something like coke or fucking methamphetamines or something like that, how many overdoses have been on cannabis?
None.
How many overdoses?
Absolutely.
How many overdoses occur on alcohol?
Yeah, the most. The most.
All the fucking time. But guess what? It's illegal. So wrong, yeah?
It is. It's alcohol and prescription pills, which is the most, right? That would probably be the biggest
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
People fucking popping pills, then they have a drink and they're all fucked.
Yeah, they never wake up. Yeah, I think I've heard like the weed overdose is like inhaling something like 2 pounds in one go, and then you'll black out so much that you might fucking black up. I thought it was that you never could, but I've read somewhere that there isn't a certain. Maybe they said that there was. Well, I've only read it once. A certain amount, so that it is so much that like it'll stop your heart.
I think it's impossible because your body wouldn't be able to fucking
shut down
your body
before.
would cough it up.
Yeah.
Your body would say no, reject, cough. You're not fucking inhaling oxygen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's crazy, and it's only been in the past 100 years, you know, that this stigma and the war on drugs and all this stuff. Before that, cannabis was a huge part of the culture, and the people that were planting would have been the ones who were respected and had stature. Not to say it's about that at all, just the freedom of the plant. You know, I could have just maybe that's when that stuff started beginning. Maybe I don't know, like that. I'm thinking is that sort of stereotype, but yeah, it should be free, bro. Like everywhere, man.
I didn't really look into it, but I know there was a paper mill bloke who fucking really pushed the fucking criminalisation of fucking cannabis. He wanted to fucking. But prior to that, what was the consumption like? You know what I mean?
It was in basically the the pharmaceutical drug that you go to the chemist, and half of probably 90% of all medicines were derived from plants, and cannabis being
so it wasn't
7%.
People weren't fucking getting a bud and chopping it up and smoking it. They're probably getting a tincture or something like that and drinking it. You know what I mean? Or rubbing something into their fucking aches and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which I wish I don't know. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Just says like, what would it? I wonder what it would have been like. But even now, fuck, places like Canada and America, these people, citizens, are legally allowed to go and grow, right? There's restrictions and certain things that are applied, but
what's the actual go in South Australia? You can grow it in your backyard, but if they catch it, they take it. Is that right?
Yeah, no, well, it used to be. I think it was 5 plants. I can look it up now. I can put it on the share screen if I can find it. But from what I recall, it was like it used to be like 5 plants maximum, but still no way you could do it. It would only avoid a criminal conviction. So basically, you get it's like a parking ticket. So they give you a fine, say, which is currently what happens now. It's like an expiation notice.
A slap on the wrist, and if you do it again, we're going to take you to court.
You keep getting it again and again and again. That's the thing.
They come and visit you every fucking 4 months.
They take the thing, but if it's indoors, it's a criminal conviction. That's straight away.
Okay, so
you go to court straight away.
You can do it, but it's just fine.
Yes.
So in Victoria, it's just full stop not. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not sure, but if you could keep doing it, and the people don't really give a shit. But like, cause that, but yeah, you don't. I don't think you go to court in your second time.
But as I said, like there's some bloke in Victoria not long ago he got caught with 110 kilos. And he got he got a community order and a fine.
Where would you say that? In South Australia, he got caught with 110.
Bloke in Victoria. I'll look it up as well for you.
Victoria,
110 kilos.
wow.
110 kilos, and he got a community order and a fine. But the worst part about it, his wife, who was fucking knew about it, of course, she was a principal at a Catholic school or a private school or some shit in Geelong. She lost her job.
Fuck. What did he have? Well, wow, what the fuck?
110 kilos.
I'll look that up in a second then. What's this one? This is for... I looked it up before. I've done streams for it. But this is like the PDF and whatever. Just open it up straight away.
Can I share the screen?
Oh, you got it. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, it's going to be... Oh, yeah, fuck, it's the advertiser. I'm not a member. But, yeah, it just says,
Okay.
husband of East Geelong principal sentenced for 110 kilogram cannabis crop. A Mount Dundee man whose cannabis trafficking cost his wife her school principal job at an East Geelong Catholic school has been sentenced. But, yeah, he didn't get sentenced, man. He got a fucking fine. I'll try and find another one.
You got a fine.
Yeah,
Was it all how much was the fine? But that's crazy. If you got like a couple, even like anyway, I'll look it up. I can look it up myself. When did that happen?
A year ago. Here we go. December the 14th, 2022.
Okay. Well,
This will do the same thing. It will tell me you can't. Fuck. The drawing advertiser.
the jolly advertiser.
Oh, this one. Man sentenced to 6.5 years over a $20 million cannabis crop.
Oh, here we go. This is what my Google says over here. I've just typed in Australian cannabis laws. It says, will cannabis be legal in Australia? As a question.
Eventually.
Commercial, and that's the answer. Commercial cultivation could begin in Australia as early as July 2023 if the PBO's plans are adopted. I'm not sure who the PBOs are. But which would ensure that the cannabis supply is well ahead of the demand. Applications for applications for production and retail licenses could begin as early as 2023 or 2024, with an expectation of launching sales by 2024 or 2025. Wow. Who's been saying that? That was on the 1st of February 2023. Was it by High Times or? Okay, that was by High Times. In the next few years. Well, I mean, I hope it does, because they have been saying it. And I can imagine. I wouldn't be surprised if it just, the talk of, oh, it's about to happen, will just keeps and continues, and it never eventuates. But I would be very thankful if it does go through within July 2023. Is this coming up on the screen? Hopefully people can read it if they want to read it. Oh, it's not. Fuck, I just read all that bullshit and I wasn't even sharing it. What a knob.
That's what I needed to find. His name is Ian Gunnell. Gunnell.
This is what I was just reading, everybody. Good now. Good old fucking with the cannabis, 110, eh? 110 coupled with about 220, about quarter ton. No, quarter ton would be fucking 120 kilos, 250 kilos, so no, but an eighth of a ton. No, a tenth. Shit, oh my god, it's about 220 pounds. 50,
yeah, 220 pounds, yeah.
250 pounds, yeah.
My weight in weed.
Wow. Thinking about it that way, it doesn't seem that much. But then if you looked at it, it would be bigger than you. Like what?
He's caught with 37 cannabis plants on a rural property he shared with his two daughters and wife, Fiona, and former principal. I read it. See, as soon as I click on it, it wants me to fucking sign in. Bullshit.
Oh, say it again. I'll try and look it up. Oh, you're looking it up on Google, though, right? So I don't think I'll have much difference.
Yeah.
Much better, like. But I'll have it a go. Fucking Victorian man.
Ian Gunnell, his name is. But yeah, as I said, all he did was got a fine. He got a fine and a community order. I don't know how many hours it was.
There is. Oh,
but his wife
photo and
lost
everything, though.
You know,
I keep finished, mate.
Hey, a principal job, that's like fucking 6 figures, you know what I mean? Like high 6 figures, like private fucking office school, man, probably 250,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just not really that unheard. Like, I mean, you know, that's pretty. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's people with a lot less.
You know what I mean?
It's common. It's common nowadays for the people in there.
What, 250,000?
Yeah, like 6-figure jobs aren't very that. You know, for some professions,
well, 6 figures, like $250,000. Yeah.
Like.
Make it $250,000.
You'd be surprised people are making, yeah.
Maybe as a vet or something like that.
But, you know, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there with not that much either. Okay, I got him up. Poor guy. If you look up straight away, like, you got this, like, I suppose I could look up my friends too. I put in a few people on this thing. The same thing happens, like, the photo comes up, and you're like, you know. The whole world's just fucking this fella. But it's pretty funny. It's not funny, it's whatever it is. Fucking which one? There's a few things there. Yeah.
He said 110 kilos and he had 37 plants. So what's that equate to? 3 kilo a plant? 2.5 kilo a plant? What were they weighing the whole fucking plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that could be about 4 or 5 pound plant, which is possible.
5 pound plant, that's going to include.
They don't weigh it dry. They weigh the whole lot. That's right. They weigh the root and everything.
And they weigh it wet. You know what I mean? And yeah, exactly.
Yeah. From what my understanding is, anyway.
Oh, yeah, they just throw it straight in the fucking scales to rip it out of the pot.
They might be trying to equate it nowadays. No, actually, they wouldn't, though. They try to they equate the money. They can't equate the money wet to. He says they might equate, if it's this much, it would. No, actually, no way. I don't know. Yeah.
No hope, man. They put that on the scales fucking wet as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then when they say the value of things, though, they try and, like, they give an amount to it, like, from the purity and shit like that.
Are they selling in pounds? Are they selling in grams?
But what they say is a load of bullshit. Like it's pretty much double the price of or it's maximum price of what's on the street. It's like unheard of when they say. But anyway, it's okay. Well, poor fella, he's gone, mate. So but he got a slap on the wrist. He said he got a fine. So he's all right. No, he's been jailed after telling the police he wouldn't stop making the. Oh, no, this is another person. This is Ian Watford, Jason Deru in Adelaide in 2021. Wow. So if you're someone who's advocating up for the people and saying, look, no, I believe in this and I'm going to, continue to make this and is honest about what he's doing, will it cause the judges like, well, no, that's automatic. You're going that way. Disrespect to the court, and like, oh well, I'll make his. I'll just try and compare them. But anyway, cannabis is such a beautiful thing, man. It's crazy. Why people like fucking? It's money making too for them. Like, imagine the amount of cannabis offences though too. If they just took it out the window, they'd lose a lot of money.
Fucking free a lot of spots up in jail too.
I mean, and at the same, I don't know. Like, I can't say I wouldn't be happy to say that everybody growing cannabis is an angel though either, because I'm sure there's people doing it for an ill intention and having inferior product and doing, halfway steps to, getting it out there, just tarnishing the name.
Not giving a fuck that minors getting hold of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's right. Exactly. I'm thinking about, people who have got passion for the plant and getting high grade things just for themselves, really. And people willing doing the same so that they can, share amongst each other and just for the, not for a monetary factor, for the love of the plant and the experience, to just kind of for the tastes and things like that. I'm sure that would happen.
They're probably shit scared that in the next they're gonna let people grow fucking cannabis. Next minute, we'll be able to grow poppies and blah blah blah. Go and grow some coke in your backyard. What do you want? Hey? No. You got short balls. I see your balls.
It's been an hour. I'm gonna bust it down. All right, bro. I appreciate it. Coming up, I hope to come back soon. Stay chill.
I'm gonna get going.
If you want to go subscribe, please go and subscribe to Auditing Australia, and keep checking. I hope everything's going good in your new house, bro, and you stream nicely. And
I sort my boy out, my dog. He's got a backyard he can play in now, so that's better.
Understood.
All right, I hope you get yourself sorted out too, bro. Maybe it's all good.
Yeah, man. It'll be a while, but I'll come back.
Yeah.
All
right, man.
Oh, man. Take it easy. Much peace.
Care, you too, bro.
Peace. Put this on up. Right. Thanks, everybody. Look inside yourself, find your direction, and follow that path. Be the best you can be honest to yourself, follow your intuition, free the yarndi, and peace.